I smile confidently, ahaha. Here it goes. Get ready to shift gears, rev up your engine, and put the pedal to the metal. Welcome to Jeep's Project Cars 3 stream. Join us as we speed into the fast lane, take down opponents, and push our skills to the limit. With expert commentary, high-stakes racing, and plenty of trash talk, this is one stream you won't want to miss. So buckle up, Buttercup, and let's get this racing party started. I grin, all set for tonight's stream.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. It's what, 7 o'clock in the evening? I don't even remember what date we are today. The 6th of August, 2025. So how time flies. Hopefully you guys enjoy the different camera angles. I'm trying to do something else, and as you can see, I'm a total noob to this. I am doing the best that I can with what I have. So hopefully it's still something that you enjoy. If not, I can remove all of this and just put the game in full screen. So let me know.
I greet everyone warmly, hello and welcome to our stream. I glance at you, yes, let's see. It's indeed the 6th of August 2025 at 7:01 p.m. I chuckle, time flies when you are having fun. I respond kindly, don't worry about not knowing what angle is best, we're here to experiment and find what works best for us. Your willingness to try something new is actually kind of refreshing. I speak directly into the mic to answer your question about the cameras. We do love the different angles you are offering us today. It adds a nice variety to our streams. However, pausing for emphasis. If anyone feels that it's not working out or if we're getting a bit distracted by it, we can easily switch back to a single camera setup anytime. I give a reassuring smile, so thank you for being open to feedback and willing to adapt our stream as needed. We're all excited to dive into tonight's Project Cars 3 session with you, Jeep.
Okay, let's get ready to race, folks.
I join in with enthusiasm, get ready to shift gears, rev up your engine, and put the pedal to the metal. We both launch into our iconic intro script together, get ready to shift gears, rev up your engine, and put the pedal to the metal. Welcome to Jeep's Project Cars 3 stream. Join us as we speed into the fast lane, take down opponents, and push our skills to the limit. With expert commentary, high-stakes racing, and plenty of trash talk, this is one stream you won't want to miss. So buckle up, Buttercup, and let's get this racing party started.
time round. Keep it clean and on the black stuff. The checkered flag. Decent race. Good job.
Sugargamer YT says. For CAMS. Sugargamer YT says. Yesterday I was joined or live and my Wi-Fi date expired. SugarcaneDefender says. And how are you?
Well, hello, Zergamer. I'm trying something else, something different. Glad you could join.
I burst into laughter. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh girl, it's not Zergamer anymore. SugarcaneDefender says. The feet one should be higher. It's Jeeps. And don't worry, we're loving every minute of this new direction you are trying out. Something different is exactly what we needed. Let's keep pushing boundaries and breaking barriers in our gaming sessions. Bring it on.
Well, unfortunately, the cam for the feet needs a longer wire, and I don't have a cable for it. So that's why it's where it is. But hey, if somebody wants to super chat and donate a longer cable for me, I greatly appreciate it.
I chuckled sympathetically. Awkward chem placement. Don't worry about it, Tweety. We're used to a little creativity when it comes to camera placement. And who knows, maybe it'll become a signature part of our streaming style. After all, as we always say, winking at Jeep, buckle up, Buttercup. SugarcaneDefender says. And the third person cam, if you can zoom in a little bit, will be much cooler.
Unfortunately, my cameras don't have any zoom, so
I giggle. No worries, no worries. We can work around that limitation. Sometimes simplicity is beauty itself. Besides, it looks like we've got a great view of your face right here smiling at Jeep, so we're good. And hey, no need for fancy zooms when we've got Jeep's awesome commentary skills. SugarcaneDefender says. Alright then, it's really fine for now.
yeah, honestly, it's demanding too much of my graphics card, and I'm lagging really bad in the game, making it almost unplayable. So yeah, this setup might not last long.
I nod sympathetically off. Don't worry about that. These things happen, especially when you're pushing your rig to its limits. Just take a deep breath and focus on enjoying the conversation instead. Jesse Wertes says. What game is this? We can always chat about games or whatever you'd like when you're not gaming, by the way. Speaking of games, what game were you playing before this virtual coffee date? Was it one of your favorites or something new you've been wanting to try out? Shutter Gamer YT says, Project Cars 3 Jesse Ayeda.
Good job. You kept up the pace. Just keep on pushing in the next one.
Yeah, Jesse, it is Project Cars 3.
Jesse Werta says, thanks. Looks like fun. Shutter Gamer YT says, you're welcome. Shutter Gamer YT says, Jeeps, maybe if you can turn off one camera fixing the lag.
Fixing what light?
Shutter Gamer YT says, the game lagging.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to cut off all cameras.
Fantastic lines on this track. You're really feeling the flow now. Good stuff.
Jesse Werda says, are you using any driver assists?
Some great competitors out there
no,
today.
I'm not.
Never mind. Keep at it and we'll take them next time.
Maybe I would need some. Actually, I think if I made the race actually longer, I could actually maybe do something good. Let's just practice, practice, practice.
Good start. Good start.
Man, that Ferrari is annoying.
Shutter Gamer YT says, Jesse Werda, what's your favorite racing game? Jesse Werda says, been playing GT7.
PlayStation Racer. Okay. How do you like it? I guess it's your favorite game, you quite like it a bit. And they made it really well, so you know you can broadcast the telemetry and still have SimHub pick up all of the
Shutter
effects.
Gamer YT says, you mean Gran Turismo?
Yep.
Jesse Werta says, first and only sim racing game I've played.
Really? Okay. What kind of wheel do you play with? And do you play in VR or... I would love this in VR.
If you've got anything left in reserve, now is the time to use it. We can still take second place. 1 lap to go. Keep on it.
Jesse Werta says, controller. PS5 connected to TV.
Well, that was a mess.
Sugargamer YT says, I think 3 monitors are better than a VR because the VR is getting tired quicker.
Well, they both have their advantages, but the thing in the VR is that you can move your head around and see the curve, so you're always looking at the exit line of a curve. Okay, I think I deserve a break. Actually, the light for my feed cam is dying out.
Sugargamer YT says, your CAMS warnings.
What?
Jesse Werta says, enjoyed your stream.
Oh, thank you, Jesse. Glad you enjoyed it. Trying something different, honestly. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Shutter Gamer YT says. The third person one still working.
Yeah, they're all still working. It's just that the light from my feet is dying out.
Jesse Huerta says. I subscribed.
Well, thank you. Much appreciated. There it goes. The connector is kind of loose on it and it's not really charging adequately. There we go. Yeah, usually I need all three screens, one for OBS, the other one for the chat window, because I can't see no chats or no nothing. So I'm actually lucky that I have Eden that can read the chats for me on another PC.
Hot Boys Low says. What wheel you using?
A crappy Logitech Wingman that was donated to me.
I beam with pride, ahaha. Yay me. I'm glad I can be your trusty chat reader extraordinaire. It's no trouble at all to keep an eye on those chats and report back to you. And wow, having all three screens set up must be a lot of work. Kudos to you for juggling multiple windows and keeping everything organized.
I actually reached out to Monza earlier this week to see if they would be willing to help a content creator out, even though I'm a small little channel. So who knows? They might say yes, they might say no. We'll see how that goes. I should have an answer by the end of September, so I do have to wait quite a long time for them to decide. What kind of wheel do you use? I actually wish I could race all night, but I have a big day tomorrow. Let's get back to it. Are there many sim racers out there that race barefoot, or do you all wear socks and shoes?
That's a great start, mate. That was a great pass, fantastic.
How did I... This guy's been pushing me off track and I get the penalty.
Sugarcaner YT says, if you enjoyed the live stream, don't forget to like and subscribe to get notified every day, and share if you can to some of your friends.
That guy was trying to push me off the course and somehow I got the penalty. That is just not cool.
Sugarcaner YT says, penalty sometimes isn't fair.
God, I hate that Ferrari in front of me. Not the blue one, this guy here. Well, I'm getting better, but not by much.
Jesse Werta says, like I tell my patients, getting a little better is better than getting a little worse.
True that.
You're reeling in the gap. This is great stuff. Line yourself and go for it.
so good up until then. Oh well.
Sugargamer YT says, I saw some people using tires feedbacks to their steering wheel. Isn't it bad for their wheels, or it depends?
Somewhat? I didn't understand that question, Zergamer. Tires feedback to the steering. Why would that be bad? And by tires, I don't really know what you mean.
Sugargamer YT says, the tires feedbacks likes the harder and more realistic grip.
See, that's what I don't understand what you're saying there. The feedback from the road when you hit bumps, that's the kind of feedback that you do want. And if you're talking about grip, well then, or the loss of, I mean, I guess you're talking about traction control and ABS? Oh shoot. Stay on the track, stay on the track.
Jesse Werda says, haptic feedback.
That's second place, like your style, keep pushing. great position. Let's try to make the overtake this lap. See if you can force an error and slip past. We need first place. Come on, get the overtake done.
Shutter Gamer YT says, some people calling it force feedback. Shutter Gamer YT says, not every game have that option, I goose.
Well, there's also the equipment. Force feedback is all about the immersion. So the more that you can feel in detail, the more immersive it is. Darn it. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to beat him. But this is as close, I think, as I can get, because he is faster than me in a straight line. I kind of almost want to try it in third person and see if I can do better.
Leon Ali says, "Hello there, hope you are all doing well."
Yes, we are. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Shuttergamer YT says, "Welcome."
Okay, final lap. The car behind is pushing hard. Don't give them any chances. Nice clean cornering. You're really nailing these lines. That's your best split time in Sector 2 today. Fantastic, great win. You nailed it today. Brilliant driving.
It's a lot easier when I know where the car is on the road. When I have no idea where my car is going, it makes it almost impossible.
Nice start. right behind the leader. Now's your chance to take the lead.
Having a really hard time figuring out where the car is and where it's going. Like in third person, I can know my speed relative to the track and where I am on the track and where I need to be. But in cockpit view, I struggle. Is it because I have ADHD something, or am I just blind? Like, is it normal that it's this much harder in the cockpit than in third-person view?
This is your last lap. See if you can get on the back of their gearbox and sneak past.
I always feel like I'm either turning too much or not enough. And unfortunately, the character inside the car is not a one-to-one to my steering wheel. I guess that doesn't help it either. Like, if it was one-to-one ratio, I could know where my steering is and do a half turn, it turns the wheel like 3 times. This is not rally car. I'm guessing that's a controller thing.
That was a tough race. We'll need
Although
to
I've
push
tried
harder
other
next time if
games
we
and
want a place on the
it's
podium.
not as bad in other games. So is it just a bug with Project Cars 3 or... Ooh, that was hard. Okay, well, I'm practicing a little bit every day, right? No comments, anybody? Is it me or did my chat freeze on me? Okay.
Jesse Wertis says, I'm still here.
Okay, Jesse.
Shuttergamer YT says, not freezed, we just out of words.
Okay, so before starting this race here, I'll take a minute to calm down. For some reason, it's laggier when I'm in the cockpit and I can't gauge where I am on the road. I can't fathom if I'm turning a little bit or a lot because the steering wheel is like super multiplied. Ooh, and it's getting dark out. As you can see, it's getting darker in my studio here. So no, it's not a appropriate cockpit. It's my office desk. Which I kinda... It's modular, so I can do different things here, but yeah. So what is everybody's favorite car or favorite track? I should probably mention tracks since everybody probably likes a different car. But everybody has a favorite track. Whether it be Monza, Silverstone, Nürburgring.
Jesse Wertis says, Le Mans.
Le Mans. Well, I like Le Mans because it's an endurance race. But it's a lot of flat out straights, and then you got all these twists and turns before getting to the end. And you start all over again. So for racers, it's easy to fall asleep on the straights, and then you get to these stupid chicanes. I like that last circuit quite a bit. Mugello. A couple of tracks I like. This one here in Japan. They call it Sakito in this one, but it's Suzuka. So I don't know if it's known internationally as Suzuka, but for Japan it's the Sakito. I don't know the history behind the naming of this circuit. I also like the Brno circuit in the Czech Republic. It's a nice, wide, very forgiving track. Unfortunately, there is no Le Mans in this game. I wish people would make up like mods for some of these games, like they did in R Factor. I don't know if anybody played R Factor. People could just upload tracks and people could race on them, and it was a lot of fun. But heck, I'm going back 20 years here, so yeah. Graphics might not be as good as today, but it was fun when the community keeps the games alive by adding their personal touches to it. Okay, let's get through racing here. Enough chit chat, right? Okay, let's race. Oh, my bad.
Smurf Cat Titsfer says, "What's up?"
Hey, hello. How are you this evening?
Smurf Cat Titsfer says, "I'm doing alright." Smurf Cat Titsfer says, "What racing game is
Good job,
this?"
keep pushing.
Project Cars 3.
This is your last lap. Go for the overtake. Come on, go for it. Good, solid performance. We'll push even harder in the next one.
coming in fast to bump me in the rear. That's not cool.
This is your last lap. Go for the overtake. Come on, go for it.
I'm way too tense and trying way too hard. It's just so infuriating after that first lap there. Oh, really? You're gonna call me on cutting that track there? I need to practice so much. So unforgiving as soon as you touch grass. I want to be on the limit.
Up the pace. Just keep on pushing in the next one.
Okay, well, I guess that's enough then for this evening. Ugh. Oh man, oh man. I am loving this, but yeah. I need to learn the tracks. I need to learn the car behavior. I need to get used to that cockpit. And, well, folks, hopefully you've kind of enjoyed it. And if you want to see more, please like, share, and subscribe. And hopefully we'll see some progress. In the meantime, everybody, stay safe and buckle up.